Hello, I'm Michael Hackney, and I've been doing fused filament fabrication 3D printing for about 12 years now. I started early in, I think, about 1998, building CNC milling machines, mini mills, to fabricate fly fishing reels in aluminum and brass. And then a few years later, when the RepRap movement first got founded, I looked at the RepRap machine and I said, if I put a hot end in an extruder on my mini mill, I basically would have a 3D printer. And that's really what started my adventure in this 3D printing world. I've been involved in blogging and participating in forums. I'm a moderator on a number of forums, including the See Me CNC forum, as well as the Ultibox forum, with tens of thousands of posts across the internet, primarily around sort of the art and science of 3D prints. I am a scientist by training. I have a PhD in inorganic chemistry, and I worked for quite some time early in my career in material science, injection molding inorganic polymers and converting them to high-performance ceramics to make turbine rotors. So I know quite a bit about material property testing, extrusion, injection molding, chemistry, and filaments, and a bunch of other stuff. And it just happens that a lot of these things are very applicable to what I do in 3D printing. So normally, if I come across a problem, either one that I've experienced or someone else has experienced and it intrigues me, I will look at it from a scientific perspective and actually design experiments and collect data to try to understand the problem, and then try to determine what the potential remedies, fixes, changes that can be made. And I've made some pretty significant contributions to 3D printing over the years. You can read about them in some of my forum posts and some of my blog posts. And on my Patreon introduction page, I go into detail there. One of my real big things, though, is around the aesthetics of 3D printing, and where most people tend to try to make their prints look like an injection molded product or maybe even a machine product. I learned early on that 3D printing has its own grain, much like wood has a grain. And I try to exploit that grain in my designs and also in my prints. So consequently, I really try to elevate, 3D printing to an art more than just a utilitarian, print a widget to prop my door open. Right now, the biggest challenge is just time, as you may well be aware. I do this basically as a super hobby, if you will. And I love it. I love helping people. I want to do more videos. I do also want to spend more time actually videoing printing and sort of the techniques I use when I print to help people get started, and also to improve the quality of their prints. So if you at all have the resources and appreciate my work, I'd really appreciate supporting me on my Patreon or a one-time donation via PayPal. You can learn about both of those on my blog, sublimelayers.com, or on my Patreon page, which is under me, Michael Hackney. That's about it for now. I hope you enjoy the work that I do. Please leave comments on this video. If there are particular things that you'd like to learn about that I haven't covered, or looks like something that I would be interested in, absolutely let me know. I'll try to get it into my busy schedule and see if I can push your envelope forward as well as mine a little bit too. Thank you.